right from Egypt, we know the team traveled without anybody from the ministry. No one from, no
purse
holder.
The purse holder was not there?
Nobody from the ministry. No purse holder. So right from Egypt, they started fighting for their bonuses. Even before some of them came down, they had mentioned the fact that they needed to be paid whatever was due them from their performance in the WAFCON. Because from that period that the WAFCON concluded, we see the Black Stars come in and play their qualifiers and also, go. So it took the ministry, or it took the GFA to come and settle per diems in Morocco, in Egypt.
While they were playing the tournament?
Yeah. No, while they were playing the qualifier against Egypt.
You mean just this recent? Okay.
Exactly. It took the GFA to come in and to settle those per diem before the ministry had whatever they had to do. So right from Egypt through to Accra, they knew the plan they were coming in with to fight for their money. So fly to Accra, do a recovery session on Friday. The moment they landed, they knew there was supposed to be a recovery session later in the day. They decided not to go. And this was a decision, taken by the whole of the team. It's not as if the leadership had decided to communicate this. It's the whole of the team who decided to go ahead with this decision. And then the players also, they carry on with it. It was as if it was a joke because, after recovery, the next thing is to do the training. But then the reports started coming out that these players have threatened to boycott training. And there you have kids going in first time. You have Anthony Bafo going in also to speak to them. And the next thing you see on Anthony Bafo's Instagram page is the fact that he's standing with the girls. So he
takes their position.
Exactly. He got a clear message what the girls were sending around and decided to also get along. And then what follows next is the minister also goes in there to have a conversation with them. So from my checks, there were 6 people in the meeting. There are 3...
just hold on. The minister's meeting with them was on Sunday night.
Yes.
Last night.
Last night.
And he went into this meeting with officials of the GFA.
Yeah.
The president, the national team's coordinator.
Yeah. And then the 3 captains.
And then 3 captains of the national team, Black Queens. So Portia Boache, Jennifer Kujo, and Cynthia
Collins.
Okay.
So,
so these 6 people met in a room.
Yes.
What happened in that meeting last night?
It was the minister went in to plead for the girls to play the game. The girls were still insisting on their bonuses because they felt, it had taken time enough for them to get their bonus. So in the course of the meeting, they asked, the minister, tries to give them a background of what the government has done for them since coming in. They also tried to let them, yes, we understand whatever you've done for us, but now when is the money coming in? Yes. And that was the question that was put to the minister. And the minister had, he had no answer to that. And
so they wanted a commitment of when the monies would be paid.
Yeah.
But the minister couldn't tell them exactly when the money could be paid.
And that is where the case of the boycotting comes in. From the communication...
By which point, by Sunday night, just so that people can follow along,
yeah.
By Sunday night, they had already boicotted 2 training sessions before the minister...
The recovery and then the first training session on Saturday. So it was at that point that things were getting heated. And then the minister was trying to explain to them that if they don't play the game, which will mean that there will be a sanction.
Yeah.
And the sanction will be a 2 years ban. And then what he was, the explanation the minister gave, he said what it will mean is that Ghana Black Queens come into play again in 2 years' time, which by then, some of them will have their careers over and it will be the next generation to play.
So he basically was giving that information out to them as some sort of a warning.
Yeah.
That if you don't play the game, we could be banned.
Yeah.
And if we are banned, by the time the ban is lifted, you might not even be around to play for the Black Queens anymore.
Exactly.
And you don't want that sort of history around your name.
Exactly.
So this was his angle. So where did we start to get reports that the minister said or told the players in the meeting that they can decide to boycott the match, or if they won't play, they should pack their bags and go home?
I think that is the communication that we need to get right. That is the communication that some of the players have to come out and prove to us. Because from whatever indication that has gone around, they are unhappy with the way the meeting with the minister ended. And if you speak to sources or if you speak to people inside and people around the minister, they all agree to the fact that there was no conclusion in that meeting and things got heated. So as to whether what was said and what happened, we are yet to confirm that. But we know there was a heated moment in that meeting which took place on Sunday night between the Minister and then the Black Queens.
So so if I get Lawrence right, Sicho, he's saying that he, with all his sources, cannot confirm that the Minister indeed told the players to pack up their bags and leave. And the Minister himself has said that he never made any such statement. He spoke to Asempa this morning. In fact, we spoke to him on Joy FM as well. And this is what he said. He said when they asked them to go and train, the players looked at their faces and told them they wouldn't train. But we know they've trained. Yeah. What happened before they went to train?
So I got to the team hotel today. I mean, as early as 9:30 thereabouts, I was there. And when I got there, guess what? The national team coordinator, Alex Asante, and Kurt Okriko, who's the president of the GFA, had already been in the team hotel having a conversation with the team, trying to get them to
rescind their decision.
Exactly, whatever they had decided not to. So at that moment, the confirmation we had was the fact that they had agreed to do a physical session with the fitness coach later in the day at 1 p.m. Okay. And then as the day went on, we also got a confirmation that the team had agreed to train they have their mandatory training at the Accra Sports Stadium. What they were, however, not backing down is that they were still fighting for their bonuses. And not even the fact that they were going to train will let them, communicate that we are toning down or we are slowing down on our fight for the bonuses. They still continue to communicate that they are fighting for these bonuses. And then later in the day, former Black Stars International, Andre Ayew comes into the fold to speak to the team. Okay. And in his speech with the team, he had everybody available at his disposal except the technical staff. So all the players were there, and then the communications director of who controls
the Queens,
Matilda, also in attendance. And his communication was to tell the girls whatever they are doing, he can't conclude that it is right or it is wrong. Yeah. He cited the example of the 2014 experience when the Black Stars, demanded their bonuses before they play in the World Cup at some point, also as an example. Yeah. But what he made them aware that he's been there before. He understands whatever they are going through. But one thing they need to remember is that they are playing for the nation. So that should come first. But they, however, shouldn't forgo whatever is due them. They should continue fighting. In as much as you are trying to honor or you are trying to play for the nation, you still need to fight for whatever is due you, because it is work that you have put in. Indeed. It's a result of your effort that you have done some months ago, and he doesn't see why they should forgo it. So he encouraged them to fight for whatever is due them. And then at 4:30 p.m., the team leaves the team hotel to then go to the Accra Sports Stadium to train. In attendance was the GFA president, who welcomed in, ushered them in nicely. They started training. He
was handing out handshakes.
Yeah.
Sicho's favorite part. When I rolled the footage, we have visuals from the training session today. Lawrence,
so he ushered them nicely. The team had training session. Everyone was available to train. All the technical team members were there to guide the team throughout the training session.
And they look to be in good spirit. This is Jama session. This is from this evening, right?
Yeah, this was from this evening after the training. So some of the national supporters, were there to cheer them on. Regardless of whatever they were going through, they understand the fact that they need to motivate themselves even in all of the fights that was going on. So it was what you see them doing on your screens. Training session ended. Had a few media people around. What the media person of the Black Queens didn't do was to avail some of the players for interview. But
which is what I wanted to happen.
Unfortunately,
some of them need to speak up for themselves.
Not at this time.
Why not?
If you can't control the narrative, it's a great job by... The media would want the players.
That's what
the communication head would know that this is not the right time.
Done the right.
So he wouldn't put the players under that. So it's great job by her.
Yeah. So what we had was came looking ahead to the game. Obviously,
what did he make of all this? The coach.
He never mentioned during the preview of the game, but what if you can tell from his reaction at the team hotel right through the team began training, you can look at him and think he's a man who is very frustrated.
Yeah.
And at the point when he was communicated to the girls that the girls had agreed to train, there was a sigh of relief. It tells you of a man that has gone through a lot in the last few days, all of the pressure. And I want to say this: it's not just the players who are being owed.
It's everyone.
Everyone in that team is being owed.
Lawrence, let's